right, almost 5 minutes after 10 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in, Robin. Not that long ago, it doesn't seem that long ago, I remember there was a Jerry Seinfeld concert that I saw. I wasn't there, present. I was watching it on TV. And somebody in the audience had a phone ring, a cell phone ring. And this was when cell phones weren't in everybody's pocket. And he made the joke. He said, this guy actually thinks he needs that. I guarantee you, Jerry Seinfeld has a phone on him right now. But back then, you know, it was the few and far between that had them, and now everybody has them. And not only do we have them, but we've become somewhat experts at them, and yet not really. Matt Wilkerson is in the studio. He's the owner of Verizon Wireless Premium. He's also is it Mobile Generation?
No, is a Verizon Wireless Premium retailer.
Okay, is that what that is? And we're going to talk about wireless communications, which I guess in layman's terms, that's a cell phone, right?
Absolutely.
All right. Well, good morning, Matt. And you are with Daniel Osborne, and you are the owner of DRR Drywall?
That's correct.
So you're a customer.
I am a customer, a friend, and a proud compatriot of the Verizon experience.
All right. All right. Well, thank you both for coming in today.
Thank you for having us.
So, Matt, tell me, what is new in the world of wireless communications? It seems like every day you hear about something new.
Well, first things first, if you think you have the latest, greatest cell phone, because a lot of people out there have to have the latest, greatest,
right.
Just wait 2 or 3 weeks, and you won't. They're always constantly updating cell phones. Anywhere, obviously, they have the Windows devices, they have the Apple iPhones, the Galaxy, the Androids. They're always coming out with something different. As a matter of fact, I was looking on one of the commercials and one of the developments that Verizon is doing right now, and it is amazing. If you would go to YouTube and you would YouTube it, Verizon Blind Services.
Okay.
And watch that 2-minute video of the capabilities that they're going to be given to the blind to be able to have their phone hanging on a lanyard with the camera facing out. And it will actually direct them where they need to go.
Wow.
And they can actually walk up to somebody, and the camera will say, Missy, that is Dr. Such and Such, and he's smiling.
My goodness, wow.
It is amazing. Wow. It is down to very, very accurate. But they're always coming out with different things. There's a rumor in the mill, and you know how rumors are. But I have no doubt that it will happen. Like, for example, diabetics. They will be able to, down the road, they will be able to check their blood sugar from the side of their phone.
Gosh.
They will be able to actually prick their finger and actually insert it into the side of the phone.
Oh, wow.
It's not in development today,
right?
But I'm telling you, the talks have been there, and just the advancements. Actually, to be honest with you, some people find this surprising, but I see very soon down the road not having cell phones. Now, you might think that's a little crazy.
Right,
but
right.
I find people that that think that cell phones are going to always be here, but they're going to be in a different area. I think you're going to have a tablet. And your tablet's going to have the ability to both make phone calls and do everything else that a tablet does today in one device.
Okay.
Now, do you think that's feasible with it being the size that a tablet
that's
is?
my first question.
You know, obviously people don't want to walk around looking like they have a fax machine on their hip.
Right,
I realize that.
Right.
But with the technological advances, a tablet is going to be able to do everything you need in one, so you won't have to carry multiple devices. And I eventually see the cell phone going away.
So now one of the big issues with any cell phone is the cost. Can I talk about cost a little bit?
Absolutely.
What makes one company different? And if there was a story this morning, T-Mobile, I guess, is in hot water for putting some charges onto the bills. Did you hear that story?
Yes, I did.
So now they've got to, I guess, pay it all back or whatever. And when we get our bills, we look at these things, we don't know what they are, right? So how do you guys handle it?
Well, first of all, if you ever have any questions about your bills, although at store level, I don't control the bill. I can't add or take away a penny from your bill. That has to be done through customer service. But we can a lot of times tweak your bill. For example, I had a customer that I just talked to about 20 minutes before coming on the air. She has 4 lines, and she's paying a considerable amount more than what she should be paying. She's with Verizon. And I asked her, I said, when was the last time you had your account analyzed as far as being on the latest plan? She said it's been quite a while. So I was able to actually reduce her plan and save her $80 a month at the click of a button because they're not on the latest rate plans. Contact us at the store. Give us a call. We will actually be able to pull up your account and do everything and do the changes right there. You'd be surprised what kind of savings are sitting out there that you're not even aware of.
Where is your store? Where is it located?
My actual store is in Williston, Florida, right out 27. I live in Ocala, and I service the Ocala area. I don't know whether you have seen the the little Verizon smart car. But,
I don't know. I don't know if I have.
I actually call it my roller skate. But
I've seen the cars that look like roller skates.
Yes. Okay. I have one that is wrapped in Verizon, and it has been very handy because I live in Ocala. I service the Ocala area, and I deliver. Actually, I'm the only store that delivers. No other store will do that.
Can I kind of pick up on, say something about what I picked up on when the last group was leaving? You said you can have they represent the trucking industry. So you said you have a in-home phone in a truck. Did I understand that right?
Absolutely. We have a home phone service that is starting to be very popular.
What is that?
With a home phone service. Basically, what it is a device that does not require a phone jack. Okay, what you do is you actually plug it in, you plug just a regular phone into the back of this device, and it picks up the Verizon network. Truckers, it is just starting to come on scene with truckers. Truckers drive nationwide,
right, and
they do nothing but sit in the seat. So basically, what do they have time to do? Talk on a phone.
Talk, yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
You can only legally talk if you are using an earpiece, but with a Bluetooth, that takes care of that. My brother actually is an over-the-road truck driver. They have a device that you can put in the back of your cab. It is plugged into a regular wall mount because most trucks have those.
Right,
and you have unlimited nationwide service everywhere you go in America for $20 a month, including long distance.
Wow. So somebody could have that in their house.
Oh, absolutely. As a matter of fact, I am in several of the assisted living facilities in Marion County.
Really?
The assisted living facilities, they actually, a lot of the residents that are in there, I'm not speaking for all of them, but a lot of the residents that are coming there, those are typically kind of expensive places to stay.
Yes, they are.
And it takes a large portion of their budget.
That certainly does.
So they're looking for communication with their family, but these are people that don't necessarily need the gadgets and all the technology. They just want communication to be able to call their son or daughter in Minnesota or wherever they live if they want to call them. So I'm actually putting this in their rooms, and we do it on a weekly basis, and we are in several of the facilities in Marion County.
And it's $20 a month?
$20 a month. Taxes included, you're looking at about $24 and change. And it's unlimited long distance, too.
Wow.
Unlimited long distance. People aren't aware of that.
Wow. Dan, is that what you use?
I actually use a Verizon service. As a business owner, I live, die, and breathe by my phone with a unique service offering of communication. Matt has been able to step into a role of providing an extra resource for myself when I'm meeting with other business owners. You only get three things in life: death, taxes, and your name. And your name is intimately connected.
With all those things.
Intimately connected with all those things. But you can only do something about one of those, and that's your name. And so you need to be able to communicate with your clientele, your customer base, and your family. I have two small children and a wife, and when I need to get a hold of them, when they're not dropping the phone in the toilet, then we need to be able to do that. And so Matt actually has ongoing specials that he runs through the store, and you can actually go onto the webpage. It's Very Wireless Williston, VERI.
Facebook.
Wireless Williston on Facebook. And he had a special running a couple months ago I was able to take advantage of. It was a free tablet.
Is that when you first became involved with Verizon?
No, sir. I've been a long-time Verizon customer.
Okay.
But with Matt, it is about the service experience, and it is about the continuity of it. I can pick up. I've literally called Matt 8:30, 9 o'clock at night, and he'll pick up. If I have an issue, he's there. And when he says something is free, it's free. So if there's an upfront cost and you have to mail in the rebate, I had my rebate check like 17 days after it was mailed in. They mailed it in for me. Signed it off, put the address on it, mailed it in for me. 17 days later, I had my little rebate card back. I think it was like $7 for tax that wasn't covered by the time it was done. So when it's free, or when they have a unique service offering, and you're like, wow, that's too good to be true, well, take it to the bank, because this is a business owner that stands behind his word.
And by the way, that tablet special is going to be running July 20th through the 27th for 1 week. We're going to be doing that again.
And
so I will have to stock up my little smart car and go delivering.
And it's your tablet. I mean, it's not a Kindle. It's not a iPad. It's yours.
It's a full Android tablet. Oh, yeah.
Verizon Ellipsis tablet is a 7-inch personal tablet. It operates on the Android operating system. camera. It has everything. All the other phones. I mean, all the other tablets do. Now, of course, it is a 7-inch. They make a 7. They make a 10.1, and then of course they make even a larger 12-inch tablet.
Really?
But this is a little personal tablet.
Okay.
But you're able to get your emails. You're able to send documents. You're able to take pictures. Anything you want on this
Skype
tablet.
and all that.
Yes, absolutely.
Or is Skype a competitor? They're not competitors on
No. What it is it's on the Android operating system.
Okay.
And you get into the App Store, which is called the Play Store on an Android device, and you simply download Skype Mobile, and there you've got it.
Oh, wow.
Now, when you do a family plan with phones from Verizon and you have internet capacity and stuff, and then the parents want to have one for each of the mom and dad, and then they have 2 minor children, do you have any regulations on the phones that the minor children have that they can only go certain places on the web?
There are what we call usage controls. That is something that you can pay for. It is actually $4.99 for the entire account, and that is where the parents can actually control the devices, when they can make phone calls, when they can do text, where they can operate. They can also turn off the cellular data allowance on the phone. They can definitely control the phones. Yes.
I could have used that when my 2-year-old started downloading games one time.
Your 2-year-old.
Oh, yeah.
Holy mackerel.
Yeah, they're smart.
The kids are really smart. I've got a customer, and she was saying the other day, late 40s, early 50s, and I've got to go home, take my my smartphone to my grandson, and so he's 7 years old, so he teach me how to run. And so I was able to tell her about Matt with Verizon Wireless to say, listen, if you want someone that can teach you how to do this, and that's a service that he provides. He can teach you how to operate and get the most out of your cell phone, because it's not just about your experience personally. That's great, but how are you better able to leverage yourself and your product offering within the community?
Wow,
and that communication
that's an important point.
Is key. If you can send emails, invoices, get those data points through your smartphone. In the last 20 years, you've just been having to be tied to a computer at your home office. You can make decisions like that and be able to corner the market in whatever particular area that you are within.
Yes.
Wow. That's a good thing to point out, though, that, and it's probably not true for everybody, but there's probably a certain segment of the population that have never gotten maybe anything more than a track phone or something like that, and they see all their friends and relatives with these phones that are doing 100 different things, and basically they've wanted that, but they've always been intimidated by it. So it sounds like you can help get over that. Okay,
I actually helped a couple day before yesterday that lives in Inverness. My store's in Williston. I'm in Ocala. You're probably thinking, how in the world did I get a customer from Inverness? Mm-hmm. It's word of mouth. Bottom line, word of mouth. They came to me. They are switching from basic phones, flip phones, to the new iPhone. Okay, they thought about ordering online, and actually you can do that. That's not a problem. But the difference in me and online is when you get a phone from online, it comes to your mailbox. It comes in a box with instructions.
Right.
Set it up. Good luck. Have a great day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank
Find
you for
the
your
power
business.
button, folks.
But now, the difference in that is whenever I deliver a phone to you that you've never operated, the phone comes to your front door along with me. And I spent about an hour and a half with them showing them all the gadgets on the phone, and they were amazed at what a smartphone could do because they've had flip phones their whole life. And they are in their early 70s, and they are actually professors at a local college.
Oh, wow. So what kind of I guess apps are built in, or are no apps built into it?
Well, there are certain apps that are downloaded and built into the phone, like, for example, the navigation apps and stuff like that are on the phones. But as far as getting access to the App Store with an Apple device or the Play Store with an Android,
right,
the apps are endless. For example, I just recently bought a boat. I'm going to be navigating on some waterways this weekend that I've never been on. So I thought, you know what? In the App Store, there's got to be something with marine navigation. So I go to my App Store,
right,
boom, there's bukus of navigation apps on the waterways. I downloaded one. I'm ready to go. I can actually plot my way through the water,
really,
and be able to find my way back.
Okay, now
wow.
That brings up a question. Now, I always thought the GPS did not need a cell phone tower, but a smartphone did. Does the navigation app you're talking about, if you're on the water and you're not near a cell phone tower, how does that work?
Okay, first of all, for an example, this upcoming week I am going to go to certain areas on the St. Johns River. Okay, I have not spent much time on that St. Johns River. Okay, you are within range. Now, if you go out 25 miles out in the ocean, okay, we're talking a little bit different situation. But
right.
St. Johns River is inland.
Okay.
You're going to have
so there's always a tower nearby.
Yeah, you're always going to have. I'm telling you, as we travel, I have several of my friends that travel with me through the forest. We go to Biketoberfest and Bike Week every week, and I have one of my friends that is with, let's just say, another carrier.
Are you a biker guy?
Well, yeah, I like to bike. Yeah,
Right, it's just biker chick right here.
yeah. And so we travel through Downstate Road 40 all the way over to Daytona, and we always stop halfway at this little convenience store, and we take a break and stretch and that kind of stuff. And every single time, like a ritual, one of our buddies that rides with us, his wife does not like driving motorcycles, so she stays at home. But he calls her and checks in. Oh. And when he calls her and checks in, he has to use my phone.
His phone.
Why?
Because his does not work in the forest.
Oh, why?
Let's just say it's another carrier. I'm telling you, most carriers work in the large cities. But when you get to rural areas, that's what separates the big boys from the small boys. That's why I went to Williston. Williston, there was a need out there. They had no cell phone at all. And I was the only carrier that really worked well out there.
I see.
Wow.
Oh, that would make sense then.
Yes. There was a need out there, and they didn't have anything. I don't have a cell phone store within 21 miles of me.
No.
Are your phones waterproof?
We do have. We do have.
That was a
couple
question
phones.
for me, by the way.
Sure,
Because I dropped
we do
mine in
have-
my coffee accidentally.
Yes,
Yeah,
absolutely. We do
nice.
have two phones right now that we are carrying that are waterproof. One is the Commando 4G, and one is the Cow Sierra. They are both waterproof. But now, whenever you say waterproof, let me be careful in saying that. It is up to 3 feet of water for 30 minutes.
So if you fall out of your boat, it's
If you fall out of your boat and decide that you want to come back tomorrow and go diving for it, well, just go ahead and claim the insurance. But 30 minutes and you're safe. I've actually had one of those at the store, and I have put it underwater, and I've actually called the phone, and it will buzz underwater.
Oh, man. Yeah,
And talk about the water. Let's say if you're a golfer, and getting back to the apps that you can download, they actually have apps now.
Yes.
My buddy pulled up, and they can give you the range to the hole
Yes.
from where you are. And so all you have to do is tell it, all right, is pin location in the back? Is it in the forward, left, right? And it can tell you within a yard or two of accuracy of how far you are. So, you get the Commando 4G, you're on the course, you're sweating on it, you probably put it down and smack a couple times with a sand wedge because you can't get out of that trap. The phones are built to last, and the apps that you're able to do are well associated, whether
Endless.
you're a young person, a middle-aged person, or if you're starting to enter the best years of your life and be able to just take some of that discretionary income and spend it on the golf course. This is the man you want to see.
I like how they say it's the best years of our lives.
I know.
Entering the best.
That's right.
I can't wait. So if young people, seems like they text more than they talk.
Oh, yeah.
So sometimes they're talking and they talk, but they're texting. It's
Talk to
changing.
text.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Is that the popular thing right now?
I have actually had several people in my store, and I've actually pulled up their account because they're curious, and you'll have the parents. Parents will text 60, 70 times a month, and you'll look down at their child, and they've had 14,000 text messages. They do not.
I wonder why. I wonder what happened. That we don't
They're not from the days where you had to pay 10 cents a text. That's
Yes.
why.
Yes.
With unlimited
now is
texting.
unlimited.
Yeah.
You have unlimited talk. You have unlimited text. And eventually down the road, we also have certain rate plans that are not contract, and we have certain rate plans that are contract. Future tense down the road, I foresee us no carrier having contracts. I just don't see that.
Can you talk to your computer through your phone? If you have something stored in your computer and you need to get that information right now, can you link your phone with your computer?
Yes, you can. There are apps that can do that. There's Dragon. There's all different kinds of speech and text software where you can link it up. Yes, there is.
And I could tell you a specific app is Dropbox, and hopefully that's not to third-party proprietary. But as a business owner, again, that's something I use with my Verizon smartphone, and that allows me to instantaneously access when I go to a client. All right, well, we need your business documents. Okay, well, great. Let me just copy and paste this link, and I'll send it to you. And they have access like that. Now, it used to be 2, 3, 4 a week, days, and within 90 seconds, I can have someone that needs my professional information via an app that's specific to my functionality. And again, it's the functionality, the communication of Verizon and Matt that gives them that platform to increase what you can do.
And of course, all smartphones now, are fax machines.
Really?
Yeah, you don't need a fax machine anymore. You
Right.
can take a picture of a document.
Yep.
I have documents that I have to send every week. I simply take a picture of them, upload them into a PDF file. I can either fax them, I can email them, I can text them, whatever I want to do. But your phone is literally an office on wheels.
Now, I've never done this, but people are depositing checks that way, too.
Absolutely. I do it that way.
all the
You
time.
do?
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
Did some last night.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Then I don't have to go to the bank anymore.
Yeah.
Convenience
cool.
factor. I'm telling
You
you.
have to take a picture of the back as well as the front?
front and back. Yes.
Front
And back. Yeah.
Let me invite some listeners. We might be neglecting a question that somebody out there wants us to ask. So if you have a question, this is a good time to call us. We've only got about 5 minutes. The number is 622-WOCA. I'm sure you know that already if you're a regular listener. But also, what is your phone number so they can call you?
At the store, it's 352-528-0020.
Okay.
And like I say, my store's in Williston, but I live in Ocala, and I deliver all over Marion County.
Okay. And again, if you have a question right now, 622-WOCA. So what kind of feedback do you get from customers who were with other phone companies who decided to change to Verizon?
The main thing that I hear is coverage. Coverage. I just had a girl that just switched over last week who has been with, I don't want to mention the other carrier's names, but
Yeah.
just another carrier, and I hear the same name just about every day, but they switched over. They've been with the other carrier for 15 years, and they were just amazed that they could actually sit on their couch inside their house and make a phone call. Now, for me, that seems odd because I've been doing it for years, but there are several people out there who simply cannot make a phone call from inside their home. I don't know what it is about the inside of a house, but certain networks.
Well, that's
aren't-
interesting that you say that because I mean I never made the connection, and maybe I'm still not. But here's what I witnessed: people here, they'll take. I got to go outside. I can't hear them, or it's not because of the noise, but because their phone isn't working. They'll go outside.
Unbelievable.
There's not. I mean, there's a little concrete here, but.
The beautiful thing about Verizon as well is no system's perfect. You're going to have lapses, you're going to have holes, but it's the difference between a hole in the bottom of a bucket and landing in a landmine. Verizon does a great job. If they have a pinhole, they're going to do whatever it takes. If they have to get you a new bucket, if they have to create a bucket factory for you, they bend over backwards to facilitate. How can we help you communicate? How can I help you meet the personal and professional needs that you have? And Matt is the tool that they are blessed to be able to have in this region to be able to facilitate that. Because when you need to make a phone call, when you have to have an email, it's not an option. It's going to have to occur. And that is probably the greatest set aside, besides the increased bucket to landmine proposition that you have. It's the fact that should a problem occur, they're killing themselves to make it right, to do the right thing, to facilitate the communication.
I'm guessing, from my point of view anyway, the least important thing is the aesthetics of the phone itself.
Oh, absolutely.
However, absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
But see, I see young women out here with these phones that look like leopard skins.
Yes.
With these phones that one that look like Hello Kitty. I saw a woman with a Hello Kitty phone. So can you talk about that in the few minutes we have left?
That's just the case.
I know, but you have all those choices.
Yeah, absolutely. We have all different kind. One of our best-selling cases right now are the wallet style cases. Matter of fact, my wife uses one of those where you can have all your driver's license, your credit card, all your information in your phone.
That's what I should get.
It's just one big wallet.
Wow.
Just one big wallet.
That is cool.
See, that's
So,
practical. That's not Hello Kitty.
Well, it's practical, but unless you like drinking coffee out of your wallet as well, you may want to go to something that's a little more impact.
Oh yeah, we have regular silicone cases all the way up to waterproof cases. So we have a full range of them.
Oh wow! Well, you guys made it exciting. Something that we take for granted. All right, so Matt, you're in Williston, but you are here virtually because you get here in your little shoebox.
I live in Marion County.
Little roller skate.
Roller skate car.
I used to go through Williston all the time. I used to live in Rainbow Lakes Estates, and I used to go up to Gainesville through Williston. So Williston always reminds me of Mayberry.
Yeah.
Yes.
Does it feel like Mayberry?
Oh, let me tell you something. There are some friendly people out there. You'd be surprised.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
are.
Yeah.
Good town.
I would encourage folks, go onto Facebook if you're tech savvy. Go to Very Wireless Williston. That's VERI Wireless Williston, and stay in touch with that page.
Yeah.
Matt, give us the date on when that tablet special is going to be going on again.
July 20th through the 27th.
And what you should know is that it gives you the access to have wireless on your tablet right there. And once you send in for your rebate. You're going to get it back, and you're going to be very pleased with the quality of the device and the experience that you have with Matt at Verizon Wireless.
All right.
Reception is hands down.
So it's very wireless. What was the rest of it?
Very wireless Williston.
Williston, okay.
And the very is spelled VERI.
Okay, very, as in Verizon, very wireless Williston. Thank you both, Matt Wilkerson. Thank you
Appreciate
for
you
coming
having
in,
us.
and Daniel Osborne. Thank you for coming in and sharing your expertise and your experience as well. All right, we've got to move forward. We've got to take a little break. John Fuller is up next with Legally Yours. Thank you, guys. We'll be right back.